In this video, I will provide you with the cuts you will need to understand before laying out a roof rafter. So we're going to go ahead and start with a roof that is already framed. And this is a 5 and 12 pitch roof. For every 12 inches we go horizontally, we're going to go up 5 inches vertically. And as you can see here, this is a plumb cut, and this here would be a level cut. And this is probably the most difficult part for someone to understand. And it was definitely the most difficult part for me to understand. And in my opinion, once you wrap your mind around this, the rest is going to be easy. So let's go ahead and head up to the top. You can see here that the plumb cut at the top of the roof rafter will actually be a vertical cut and can be laid out with your framing square when you have the dimensions set at your required roof pitch. And again, in our example here, this is a 5 and 12 roof pitch. So if we move the level over, you can see where it fits up nice and tight against the roof ridge. Next up, let's go ahead and remove the ridge so that we can install the framing square with our desired pitch ratio. Again, 5 and 12 in this example. Yours might be different. But by now you should be starting to wrap your mind around how the framing square is used to lay out a common roof rafter. So again, we have a plumb cut here. We're going to have a plumb cut down here. And this is often referred to as the heel plumb cut. And again, you can see how the framing square is positioned and how it can be used to lay out that part of the roof rafter. And if we relocate the framing square, again with our roof ratio alignment, we can use it to lay out the section of the seat cut that will be sitting on top of the wall framing plates or a beam. Next up, let's take a look at the eave or fascia cuts. And this is often referred to as a square cut. And you can change the angle here to a variety of different angles. And this angle does not need to be square or plumb. You can take and modify it as you need, but these are the most common. And to get the square cut, you can see where we just simply put the framing square on the roof rafter like this and mark it at the desired location for the length of the overhang. And this design here makes it a lot easier to install the fascia board, because the fascia board is also going to have square cuts. It's going to have a square cut here, and it's going to have a square cut at the other end over here. Now, if you want a plumb cut, you are simply going to reposition the framing square or use a level. And since most of the time we're not going to have a longer length at the end of the roof rafter, we can simply rotate the framing square 180 degrees and use it this way to lay out the plumb cut on our roof rafter. And again, we're going to be using the roof ratio and our framing square to create our plumb cut. Now, I also want to point out that this is going to be plumb or vertical. And this part of the framing square is going to be horizontal or level. And understanding that will help you a lot when it comes to the construction of the roof itself. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.